So, the first one would be bugs. Bugs are annoying in the main campaign, but in Freelancer, they are disruptive and very frustrating to experience because there are no save points in Freelancer. Long-standing bugs like NPCs seeing through walls or floors, and even prestige objectives that are bugged like Perfect Run, and other non-completable prestige objectives during a mission. This is more of a technical problem that they need to solve, but they do have to solve it. The second one is much more related to gameplay and its reward system or reward structure, which is Goldsync. Right now, merces are basically the gold or currency of the game. Merces are only used for weapons. That's it. You can get weapons more efficiently by finishing Syndicates. So it pretty much renders merces worthless unless you're playing on hardcore, and even then you only need one epic for each weapon class. Giving merces other uses makes it a much more desirable reward like rerolls or cosmetics, cars, even weapon skins. It's hard to make the game more rewarding if the rewards isn't desirable. And it's hard to make the player have that risk-reward mentality if the rewards are worthless. There's a reason why a lot of players only did hardcore once, or only doing hardcore once. It's for the suit, the Black Bruiser suit. Think about it. If hardcore only rewards double merces, significantly less people would play it. That's the second problem that they need to solve, which is Goldsync, or the lack thereof. The next one they need to solve or need to improve is Syndicates. The Syndicate system is not being utilized to its fullest potential right now. The locations inside the Syndicate is a greater priority than the Syndicate itself. I would love for Syndicates to have their own unique spin or unique personality while running them. For example, Assassination have assassins on every map, or Psyops have lookouts on every map, or Big Pharma where you don't regenerate health, or if you pick Eco Crime, there's banana everywhere. Things that are fun like that, it gives you different flavor of a run. And it doesn't need to be as expansive or even as game changer like that, like Sick Games, for example. Right now, Sick Games does not reveal its objectives. What if Sick Games also does not reveal the location until you pick it? Then you'll have this completely RNG heavy Syndicate. It's gonna be fun. You'll see people doing an all Sick Games run or an all Sick Games campaign. Even adding a strict bonus for picking the same Syndicates over and over would be a welcome change. Syndicate exclusive prestige objectives. Like, hey, you pick organ trafficking, you will have a chance to roll a circumcision knife prestige objective. It gives value to weapons that are not epic. The Syndicate system has great potential to add more variety to each campaign, which leads to replayability. Now, let's talk about Silent Assassin no firearms, Silent Assassin suit only. These Silent Assassin prestige objectives should not be prestige objectives.
Let him finish!
They should be a meta objective that is always on with the same rewards. The problem with Silent Assassin is you can't know if it's even possible to do it because of the RNG nature of the target spawns. So it would never be a good pickup for prestige objectives, doubly so if you're playing on hardcore. Example scenario. You pick Whittleton Creek. You didn't pick Silent Assassin because you don't want to risk it. You're on your last Syndicate. Then you load in and the target is Helen West, the Muffin Lady. And suddenly, man, I should have used Silent Assassin because I know how to do that. But because you didn't, you just go in there, eliminate her, and then leave. And you're kicking yourself for not picking the more rewarding 6,000 mercies, which is not that good, by the way. But if it's a meta objective, you have your own prestige objectives. Let's say it's a time objective, and then you load in, you see Helen West. Now you're timed, but you also know how to Silent Assassin for Helen West. Suddenly, you are now deciding inside the mission of the risk and reward. And that is also a slight problem with Freelancer, is most of the decision making of risk and reward is before the mission even start, which is fine, you know, preparation and all that. But it would spice things a lot more if there are more objectives during a mission, like the safes or the couriers or even the New York vault. Now that's not worth it at all. They took away our knives. Last but not least is the thing that they add back in the May patch, which is the prestige system. Not to be confused with the prestige objective, which is the reset system. I'm gonna say it right now that the prestige system is gigabad. Look, every prestige system in every game is pretty much not worth it, because prestige systems in games are there to flex. That's it. But what we get for resetting or prestiging in Freelancer is a trophy with a small number on it on a random hallway. The thing that they can change here is at least put it in where we can see it when we're starting the mission, like in front of the screen where we pick our syndicates and our locations. And also change the material every time rather than just changing the number on it. And better yet, give a suit. Doesn't need to be fancy, just need a palette swap. Like you prestige for the first time, a gray suit. You prestige again, a green suit. You prestige again, a blue suit. Then a purple, then an orange to match the rarity system. It just needs to be flashy. And those are the things I think they need to improve. If I miss something, let me know.